I humbly submit, Mr. Chair, that EO number 13 brings online gambling into life. I wish to state for the record that when the President issued Executive Order number 13, it is the humble submission of this representation. He legislated, he amended, he repealed the law, an act which violates the fundamental principle of separation of power.
POGOs in the Philippines. So I want to ask you this. You've gone as far as saying we don't need a law to ban POGOs because it was only the PAGCOR that granted licenses. But I want to ask you first, didn't former President Duterte issue an executive order to actually allow POGOs? That executive order actually, it gave, how would I say, it opened the door and gave them the courage to proliferate because of that executive order. Do you think President Marcos Jr. needs to issue an executive order on the ban on POGOs?
Effective today, all POGOs are banned.
He may, Karen, but my understanding is the executive order, if I remember correctly, Karen, I may be mistaken, the executive order issued by former President Duterte was to place all offshore gaming under PAGCOR. Because if you remember, Karen, at that time it was under CESA, not under PAGCOR. Following the principle that CESA's franchise included internet gaming, while PAGCOR's franchise did not include internet gaming because it is only for land-based gambling. So an executive order was necessary to transfer it to the jurisdiction of PAGCOR. But the licenses themselves, from CESA issuing the licenses in Cagayan before, to PAGCOR issuing the licenses. But it was only a transfer of jurisdiction. Now, Karen, once we talked about the bill or the law, taxing POGOs. Now, POGOs, when the law was passed taxing it, was already an existing undertaking. Without that law, POGOs were already proliferating. Pero mababa yung buwis na binabayaran nila. Noong pinasa yung bill na yon, na binubwisan yung POGO ng mas mataas, tumaas yung binabayaran nilang buwis sa gobyerno at sa PAGCOR. But with or without that law, POGO was already there. Even with that law right now, the President, by merely his word, actually banned it already, which is what I have been saying. All it takes to ban it would be executive fiat, or the word of the President to the PAGCOR chair to actually so ban and prohibit it. But Karen, there is a very thin line dividing this and other forms of gaming. We should have to look at and be comprehensive about this thing.
I was going to ask you that because right now, PAGCOR is saying POGOs are different from what they call internet gaming license. Dapat daw magkaroon ng IGL, legal daw yon, ang POGO ang illegal.
It says, clarifying the extent of authority of gambling regulators, particularly with regards to online gaming. And then we have Section 3, clarification on online gambling, which technically defines what online gambling is. And then under Section 4, Mr. Chair, it emphasizes the oversight function of the Office of the President over all forms of gaming, and that includes online gaming. I humbly submit, Mr. Chair, that EO number 13 brings online gambling into life. And I do not understand, Mr. Chair, why this should circumvent the law that was passed by Congress, creating the PAGCOR and providing the authorities to regulate all the gaming and gambling activities. Once again, Mr. Chair, I wish to raise the reason why the principle of separation of powers is very important. The principle of separation of powers and its concepts of autonomy and independence stem from the notion that the powers of the government must be divided to avoid concentration of these powers in any one branch. The division, it is hoped, would avoid any single branch from lording its power over the other branches or the citizenry. To achieve this purpose, the divided power must be wielded by co-equal branches of government that are equally capable of independent action in exercising their respective mandates. Lack of independence would result in the inability of one branch of government to check the arbitrary or self-interest assertions of another or others. To wind up, Mr. Chair, I wish to state for the record that when the President issued Executive Order number 13, it is the humble submission of this representation. He legislated, he amended, he repealed the law, an act which violates the fundamental principle of separation of power. The executive should not encroach upon the power to legislate that belongs exclusively to the Congress. Thank you, Mr. Chair.